Imagine stepping into a machine, pressing a button, and suddenly finding yourself in a different era. Whether it is the Jurassic period or the year 3000. Time travel has fascinated humanity for centuries. From ancient myths to Hollywood blockbusters. But here is the million-dollar question. Is time travel actually possible? By the end of the video, you will know all the mind-bending theories, latest discoveries, and whether you or anyone could ever actually travel through time. Let's start our journey by winding the clock back. How did the idea of time travel even start? Well, it's older than you might think. Early notions of time travel appear in ancient myths and legends, like the story of King Ravata in Hindu mythology, who travels to heaven and returns to find centuries have passed on earth. Fast forward to the 19th century, and we see the concept becoming more mainstream with H.G. Wells' The Time Machine, a novel that didn't just popularize time travel, but also introduced the idea of a machine that could do it. But Wells wasn't just telling a cool story. He was exploring the deeper philosophical questions about time itself. What if time isn't just a river flowing in one direction? And could we ever learn to navigate it? Now that we've covered where the idea comes from, let's dive into the science. What does modern physics have to say about time travel? The most famous theory related to time travel comes from Albert Einstein. His theory of relativity suggests that time isn't as fixed as we once thought. The closer you move to the speed of light, the slower time passes for you relative to someone standing still. This effect, known as time dilation, has been proven. Astronauts on the International Space Station age just a little bit slower than we do on Earth. But that's not all. Relativity also opens the door to the possibility of wormholes, shortcuts through space-time that could theoretically allow travel to different times. Imagine bending a piece of paper and poking a hole through it. That's how a wormhole could connect two distant points in space and time. But before you get too excited, there is a catch. Creating or finding a stable wormhole would require negative energy, a type of matter that, as far as we know, doesn't exist. So, you're stuck with theories for now. Let's move on to some of the more controversial claims and experiments related to time travel. Ever heard of the Philadelphia experiment? In 1943, the US Navy supposedly conducted an experiment that made a ship invisible, and according to some, even teleported it through time. While most experts dismissed this as a hoax, it fueled a lot of interest in whether the government is hiding time travel technology. But it's not just about secret military projects. Scientists like Kip Thorne have seriously considered whether we could use black holes or cosmic strings to travel through time. Now, I should point out that most of these theories come with a lot of ifs and maybes. For instance, even if time travel is possible, paradoxes like the classical grandfather paradox could make it one-way ticket to disaster. So, where does that leave us today? Are we any closer to making time travel a reality? In the last decade, there have been some interesting developments. Scientists are exploring the concept of time crystals, a new phase of matter that might have properties we cannot fully understand yet. Some believe These could offer clues about time manipulation. And quantum physics introduces the idea of quantum entanglement, where particles are connected across time and space. Could this be a form of time travel? Maybe. But we are not there yet. The truth is, we are still scratching the surface, but every discovery brings us one step closer to answering the ultimate question: can we really travel through time? Now you might be wondering, will we ever really crack the code of time travel? It is possible that in the distant future, what seems impossible today could become a reality. Just think about how far we've come with technology in the last 100 years. Time travel might require a level of understanding and technology that is beyond us now. That doesn't mean it's off the table forever. Imagine if future generations are watching this video right now from the past. Thanks for watching. Whether you believe time travel is just science fiction or a future reality, one thing's for sure, it never hurts to dream big. I'll see you in next video.